All right, let me talk about this bullshit revisionist history that I'm seeing. And that's this idea. Okay, so it is a fact that the PS4 would run at the beginning of this generation, the PS4 would run games slightly better. But here's the lie, Jason Shazier. It's not both heading into next gen. The Xbox Series X is the superior console. It is. It's going to run the games better. And and that's why with less than actually we're like 2 weeks away from next gen, and that's why Sony hasn't shown anything outside of selected gameplay. That's why Digital Foundry doesn't have their hands on the PS5. And I mean, just look at how the description for ray tracing from Ubisoft for Xbox Series X and PS5 is vastly different. Look how open Microsoft has been with showing everything so far. The Xbox Series X is the most powerful console. It's not that they're both going to be running equally. I promise you that. I promise you that this isn't going to be both are going to be 4K 60. No, no. The Xbox Series X is the most powerful console. It's the more powerful console, and it's to the point where people are going to try to focus more on the PS5 versus the Xbox Series S and try to ignore the X because they know that that's going to be a losing battle. I mean, this revisionist history is absolutely ridiculous. It's like when people pretend that they bought the PS4 for games when the and how people try to bitch about launch title when the Xbox One had a really strong launch with Rise, Dead Rising 3, Killer Instinct, Forza 5, and Crimson Dragon, and so on. While the PS5 had fucking Knack and Killzone, all right, and so let's cut the bullshit there. Now they're trying. This whole spin of all of this power don't matter, or the PS5 and the Xbox Series X are on equal footing. It is this is the stuff that I call out, and because the PS4 had a slight advantage. I mean, I couldn't tell fucking difference between 1080p and 900. And it wasn't until the jump to 4K where I got it, and the power difference with the Xbox One X really showed the potential of what higher end gaming can be. Uh, I had to call this one out because it's revisionist history. It's pretending that that what actually happened didn't really happen, and it's really to me just a lie, lie by omission, however you want to explain it. And look at this, and look at the bullshit here. The Xbox Series X is going to run Assassin's Creed Valhalla, for example, at 4K 60. And look at the wording they use for the PS5 version that's throwing people off. They're saying Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to run at 4K and 60, and it's doing what Insomniac did with Spider-Man, where they're trying to trick people into thinking it's going to be the same when it's going to be an optional game mode. You're not going to get native 4K 60 like you will in the Xbox Series X. Just like how Spider-Man, a remaster, won't be able to do 4K 60. You either have the 4K or the optional 60 frames, and it's like dynamic resolution. And when you just pretend that that isn't a big deal while at the same time making the biggest deal in the world with the PS4 and the Xbox One, that's the kind of nonsense that you saw it coming, but you still can't let it pass.